Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my very first mukbang. Mukbang. I'm not really sure the correct way to say it. I hear people say mukbang and some people say mukbang. So if you know the right way, let me know. I decided to do sushi. So for the past 2 days, I've literally been obsessed with mukbangs and Mommy-tang. Mommy-tang is I just can watch her for 30 minutes and watch her eat, and it's just very entertaining to me for some reason. So I got very inspired by Mommy-tang to do my own mukbang, and I decided sushi would be a really easy and good mukbang because it's very high in calories. So hello, I'm vegan. That's what I gotta do. So for my mukbang, I'm going to eat 3 cups of cooked rice. That's I don't really know. It says a quarter dry, so a half cup of cooked rice is 1 serving, but for what? A chipmunk? A rabbit? I don't think so. I also have 1 mango, and I have carrots and red pepper. So sushi is probably one of my favorite things to eat. I remember me and my mom would get those big platters before I went vegan, back when I used to live with her, and we would hide them from my sisters because me and her literally had such a huge love for sushi. It's kind of mean if they're watching this and you're like, oh my god, you get sushi from us. We did, guys, I'm sorry. And we used to eat half of it in the car and then share the little containers with them. It's so rude, but we did. And I never knew how easy it is to make your own sushi at home. You can put whatever you want in it. It's so cheap because rice, hello, that's basically the main component of sushi, and we all know how cheap rice is. And you can stuff it with whatever you want. It just I don't know, it used to scare me, and you don't really need a mat. You need it for the inside out ones, the ones that have rice on the outside. But you really don't need, you're not missing out. I think honestly those are hard to roll, and you need to cut the nori roll in half to even get the right amount. It's just, ugh. I have some water here too because rice is sticky, especially. It looks a little dark because I put apple cider vinegar, some coconut sugar, and a little bit of salt because I don't have rice seasoning vinegar. So I kind of just make my own makeshift one, I guess. So I don't really know much about mukbangs. I know that they started in Korea. Well, they are a Korean thing. All I know from mukbangs is what I've seen from Mommy-tang. That's it. I've never done any research on them myself, but I love the idea of a mukbang because I'm basically having my own mukbang every time I'm watching the mukbang, so I might as well film my mukbang. That's a lot of mukbang. I think it's such a fun word. If I'm saying it right, it's such a fun word to say. And get some carrots. The only thing about these is you really cannot stuff them that much, which is good because I have half of a carrot. It was a big carrot, so 1 small carrot and half of a red pepper. That's not a lot of stuff. Take some water and I dab the ends because that's where it's gonna stick. And then you need to tuck this first part where the filling is and roll. Get a little more water. And there's our first roll. Put that over there. Also, I'm using the wrong kind of rice. Make sure you get the short grain. I fucked up and got the long grain. And you need to wait until like it cools down and gets really sticky. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Don't try to put hot rice on a nori roll. You will have a disaster. Last night, Ben and I and our friend Bio watched this movie about, what is it called? When Ice Cube was in that band with Dr. Dre. What the fuck are they called? NWA. NWA. I'm not gonna say what it stands for. We all know what NWA is. But I just don't want to offend anyone and say the N-word, but it's N-word with attitudes. I mean, my eyes have already been open to police brutality, but honestly, it kind of made me a little angry. And this morning, I went at it with someone on Facebook. Not even, she's a Trump lover. And not that I have anything against everyone that likes Trump, but for the majority, it's just, I don't like the message he promotes. I really don't. I don't know much about politics, but if you are going to bring anger, hate, and violence out of people and divide them by color and religion, then I'm not for that person. I really am not. So anyways, I was in a pissy mood because her the video of Donald Trump was talking about all these police officers that are dying. And again, I have nothing against all police officers. I never judge anything by a big group. There's good police officers and there's bad police officers, but police brutality does exist, and it has been going on for freaking decades. You have to be blind. I'm probably gonna offend a lot of people in this video, because there seems to be a lot of people that like Donald Trump. And I would really like to know why. Educate me in a peaceful way and tell me why does this guy promote so much hate? It can't just be a lie. I can't just be watching these videos and pretending that they're not real. Why is there so much racism that happens in his rallies? Why does he say words and things that are so offensive to so many people? Why is it that every single rally of his, someone of color, black, Hispanic, whatever it is, gets kicked out or picked on? Why? A leader is supposed to unite a nation, not divide them. We have a very, very divided nation here in this country. We have liberals and Democrats and Republicans and people dividing by religion, people dividing by color, people dividing by cults, whatever it is. It's just so much division. And to me, a really strong leader is someone that can bring all of those people together to see what the big problem is in the world, what the big picture is, not someone that is going to pick on another group of people and make the other one hate them. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that movie kind of left me feeling a little angry that things like this happen in 2016. It's disgusting that these things happen still. Sometimes I feel very overwhelmed by the negative and kind of forget the positive, which is something I'm trying to work on. Like today, I had a negative start. So I kept looking at everything in a negative way. I got offended by almost everything Ben was saying, even though he was trying to be offensive. I wanted to fight with him. I felt angry about the police. I felt angry about Trump. I felt like there was so many bad things that are happening that I can't do anything anymore. And it's not good to go into those thought patterns because there's already so much negative shit in the world. You have to be that one person. Like, because there's so much negative shit in the world, like, it makes me feel the need to spread that much more positive, if that makes sense. Like why spread more negative? And that's why I didn't debate with that girl, even though I didn't like what she said about Donald Trump and about police brutality and how she thinks the police are the victim, which they are. A lot of, like I said, if a police officer dies, it is just as important as a Black person dies. But it should be the same way, the other way around, and it's not, and that's where the injustice is happening. So I just honestly, like, I need to work on that. And I am not a perfect person whatsoever. Not even close to being a perfect person, actually. I have so much more growth in life. I know I need to expand my mind so much more and work on a lot of things like how to not spread anger when I'm really, really angry, or not to let things affect me all the time, like things like that. So it ended up making 4, but they're totally not equal. Like, look at the size of this fatty over here, and look at this skinny bitch. Like, So the key to cut sushi rolls is to have a really, really sharp knife, usually like one of those like sushi knives, wicked sharp. If you have a really sharp knife, take like hot water and run it under it too, and it'll help you from like the sushi from sticking, the rice. But I don't have a sharp knife, and I don't sharpen my knives because I'm lazy. So I am using a serrated knife with the little edges on it, so I can just cut right through. I don't recommend doing it this way, but if you don't have an option and you don't sharpen your knives like me, then you're gonna have to. This is like the little end. It really doesn't count, and it's shitty. So I'm just gonna dip it in some soy sauce. Sushi is so good. I can literally eat sushi like Mexican food. Between Mexican food and Asian food, it's really a tie for me. Like, I could eat both of them. Like, tacos, are you kidding me? I have to do a taco mukbang because I make some killer tacos. ate organic in Morocco because we just don't have GMOs there, or at least we didn't at that time. I don't really know what's going on now. But when I came here, I just got wicked sick, like off the food and stuff, and it didn't make me feel good. It's when I started noticing a lot of weight gain, because an American standard diet is not the same as what I used to. Even though I ate meat and dairy in Morocco, it was very, very, very limited. Like, most of my meals were high in carbohydrates and very low in fat. I don't think, like, ice cream was a once in, like, a 3-month deal that we got. Popsicles, we love popsicles with fruit, but those are vegan. And like breakfast was oatmeal, like in a kind of soup thing, like bread and stuff like that, and tea and fruit, lots of fruit. And like fruit was our dessert after every single meal, and we loved it. We used to fight over the oranges and the apples and bananas. Like, that was our dessert. So going from a diet like that and then coming to America and having like ice cream in the freezer whenever I wanted, and chips on the counter whenever I wanted. Obviously, like, the kid in me when I was 10 tended to go to those foods. And then, like, I started going to school, obviously, and public schools, like, their lunches are not that great. And even, like, private schools don't have good lunches. It's just, like, all pizza and fried food. I barely ever got, like, fruit or salad when I was in school, and whenever I did, it was like a joke, like a fruit cup and like pickled fruit in a can or something. Was disgusting. Ugh. Like, and like once in a while I'll get an apple or something like that. I was like gaining a lot of weight naturally. I gained like, I think 10 pounds in the first 2 months I arrived in America, and I was 10. That's a lot of fucking weight. So that's when I started like getting the image in my head as well of like, oh, you need to be skinny, you need to be skinny, you need to be skinny, because I started like reading magazines and watching American TV, and that's when metabolic started. Like, I had metabolic damage because I was dieting on and off, on and off, on and off, just like basically almost every girl is in America, and it's sad. Not just in America, the whole world is like this. But like, when I found veganism, I realized like carbs were not my enemy, and I don't need to eat a high protein paleo diet. I need to eat carbohydrates because that's what I used to eat in Morocco, and I need to eliminate, if not take out, all of the meat and dairy products that are in my food. And I did, and oh my God, do I feel like I'm not nowhere near the weight I want to be, but I feel really good. And I stopped really caring about like the weight part of it. I know it'll come off eventually, and I know I'm eating healthy, and I feel really good. And I'm not starving myself, and that's the best part. And slowly but surely, the weight just comes off naturally. Like, carbs are your freaking fuel. Like, your body is fueled on carbohydrates. Your brain doesn't work unless you give it glucose, unless you give it sugar, unless you give it sugar that's in plants, not like sugar that you find on your table. Like, all right, so how many sushis do I even have? Like, 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And I ate like 2 or something. Like, we'll just say 30, okay? If I were to go get this at a store, I would probably have to pay like those sushi boat things that you share with someone. Those are expensive. Like, you pay like $50 for that shit. I mean, I guess they have fish on them, and you can count that. But even like if you got it all with California rolls, for example, and these are big, giant sushi pieces. Like, usually it's half of that is a sushi roll, but I don't like them thin. I like them like thick. Okay, like, who doesn't? So I have some soy sauce, and like, it's, even when I get low sodium or whatever it is, I always feel like it's too salty, like way too salty. So I always water it down. Water. And I have some pickles, because I don't have pickled ginger. So I decided I'll just eat it with pickles. I made these pickles. It was my first attempt at making them. and I'm pretty happy with them. I'm excited. We get these from the farm share. I made a video about all like a day in the farm, and I'll link that video down below so you can go check it out. It's a really awesome farm, and I have all their websites and everything on that video. And if you're from the area of Massachusetts, you should definitely check them out because they're all organic and local, and they have some amazing food. So I'm just gonna cut these like so I can put them on top, just like pickled ginger. These are gonna be my substitute. And I'll probably like put like mangoes on top as well, because like who doesn't like mangoes? But next time I get pickles, I'm gonna make the bread and butter version. These are the like salty dill ones. Still, let's try this baby. It's pretty weird, like just sitting here and eating in front of this camera. But like so many people do it, and I love watching them. I love watching mukbangs. I love watching people like stuff food in their mouth. I don't know why it's like a thing right now, but it is. And I'm all for it because like I eat high carb anyways, and it's usually big meals. Like I consider this a good healthy lunch. Like it's probably like 800 calories, which is perfect for me. To show you like where I am right now, what my weight is, what my body fat and muscle percentage are, and take you guys on this journey with me. Maybe that will motivate me as well, because one thing like I'm really, really bad at with this whole journey is exercise. I eat very healthy, I drink plenty of water, but I don't exercise a lot, and that defeats the whole purpose, I know. I could never get sick of sushi. I do wish I had more avocados, but that's the only addition we had to the ones we made yesterday, was avocado. But you know what, this makes it even more high carb, low carb. I'm still very new to like the whole veganism and everything. I still own a few things, like my clothes and stuff, that are not vegan, and I don't plan on just throwing everything out. I still like have some makeup that's not cruelty free. I just feel like why throw it out and waste it? I feel like that's more wasteful. So for now, I'm going to be using it. You know what I do wish I had? Kimchi. Oh, Mommy-tang. Why do you do this to me? If you don't know what kimchi is, it's basically like spicy pickled cabbage. But it's a Napa cabbage. It's like a Korean cabbage. It's really good. I'm like in heaven right now. I'm like halfway there, and I'm thinking about it, like, am I gonna finish this? This channel is like really, really new. I'm not really sure where I'm gonna be heading with it yet, because like I don't want to be doing the same thing everyone is, you know? I want to be doing whatever I enjoy. Like me doing a mukbang today was inspired by Mommy-tang, but it also like is something that I always do by myself. Like I'm always eating a lot of food and creating recipes and stuff. So it might be something like I do like once a week. I'll do like a mukbang every once, like maybe every Monday or something. I'll do a mukbang recipe. But I don't really have a schedule yet, a routine. I don't know, like, I don't have enough, as big of an audience yet to like get requests, and like I can't even do a Q&A if I wanted to because I would have like one question. So I'm still trying to figure out like my groove, like what works for me and what doesn't. I really like the what I eat in a day videos. I like the mukbangs. I like anything that involves food because food is my life. Before I was vegan, it was still my life. Like cooking has always been a thing for me. I need to get more soy sauce. So right now. So I'll be right back. I'm back. This is the soy sauce that I use. It's like the cheapest one, and it's organic. The cheapest organic one is what I should say. I don't know why. I feel like it's way too salty. Like, don't get me wrong, I love soy sauce. And I think sushi is a must. Like, you must have soy sauce with sushi. I have 7 pieces left. I can't believe that. I need some more pickles. I really like these pickles. My camera cut off, and I couldn't show you my last sushi. I thought I was filming the last part, but I guess not. My camera cut off when I had 5 pieces left. No! So I ended up eating 30 pieces of sushi. I could probably eat more, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm feeling comfortable right now. You know, this is where I should be. Perfect amount of sushi. And that's my mukbang. I think I'm going to be doing like a taco one next, or like potatoes, because I love potatoes. Yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys subscribe and like this video if you liked it, and thank you for watching. Bye!